I have a toy review for you today, and it is actually quite exciting for me to review this toy just because it is something that actually exceeded my expectations of this toy. It is not a name brand toy, and it is not something I would have normally looked at if it was in the store, just because the box is quite simple and it really doesn't have any fancy words on the outside. It doesn't really say much as for a description. However, after opening this toy, I am thoroughly impressed. First off, when I opened it, there was no chemical smell, which lots of times when you see a toy that is a generic toy, or one that maybe is a cheaper price range of toy, a lot of times the toy does have a chemical smell that you smell for either a few hours after it's been open, or maybe even a couple days. However, there was no chemical smell with this, so that is something very impressive and very important, especially if you're going to have it around children, and especially if it's going to be younger children that might even have some of the pieces near their face or even in their mouth. That being said, though, this is for an older child, at least 2, maybe more, 2.5. I actually am having it for my 3.5-year-old son, and also he will be playing with it with his 6.5-year-old sister. So neither of them put toys in their mouth, so I don't have to worry about that. Now, we do have a 18-month-old in the home as well, and there are some small parts on this toy. As you see, the neat thing about this toy is not only is it a truck, which is pretty cool, is it has these little pieces on here, these little bolts and nuts and everything that actually can remove pieces of this car. So you can actually take off the wheels, you can take off this little part right here, you can take off the front. It's really quite neat because not only is it a fun pushing toy, but it also can remove the pieces. So it's actually a learning toy because for young children, they can use problem solving to find out which of these 2 tools that we have here, and actually this would be kind of 3 tools because there's different ends here, which of these tools will be used for what part of the toy. And the other reason why I like this toy is the colors are attractive and they are not overly boyish or girlish. They are definitely gender neutral, and they are very bright and colorful, but also is that it does not make any noise, it does not need batteries, and the reason why we don't purchase toys for our children that have batteries or that make noises is because it's not because we want to save money on batteries, it's not because we don't want to put batteries in there, and it's not because of the hassle of putting batteries. We just like our children to use their imagination, use their own little voices, and power the engines of the truck or the car, or make the dinosaur talk or the little girl talk or cry. We like them to use their own voices instead of pushing a button and having the toy make the noise. So that's what I really like. As you can see, it's just a regular standalone toy with no parts that are going to light up and no little songs that are going to happen when you push a button. I also was very impressed with these little figures that come with it. The figures are really well detailed, and they're very well made for this toy. I was really impressed. They move really well, so they can actually be separated from this toy if you want to take 1 or 2 little guys with you, or the little girls. There's actually 2 little girls and 3 little guys. You can actually have your children take these with them. I can see them playing in the doctor's office with these little toys. Maybe put these in your diaper bag, or they can put it in their pocket. And this would be fun for them to play with, and it's small, it doesn't take up a lot of space, and it's just something fun for them to play with. You see we have a little guy here. He's like a little, I guess he would be either, an emergency, I guess he would ride in a ambulance, it looks like. I don't think he would be a doctor. It looks like he would be some sort of medical emergency person that might do like CPR and put you on the stretcher if you if you need to, or take your vital signs. This little girl, she just looks like a little girl that might be at your school. And this is actually a little princess, but maybe there's princesses that go to your school too. I don't know. And then we have here, I'm guessing this is just a person that's maybe a big brother or maybe a daddy or something like that. And then this is a construction worker, so that's really cool. And I like how you can put the little people in this little bucket here, and it doesn't fall down immediately. Of course, this part moves here, but you can put them in the bucket, and they can go up pretty high. So maybe they want to work on the telephone pole, or maybe they want to work on a building, or maybe it's a window cleaner and he or she's gonna wash the windows of this very big important office or building down in a big city downtown, and they're gonna wash the windows and they need to have something up high. But this is very nice. I like this very much. It's very sturdy. Again, like I said, it doesn't make any noise, doesn't have any batteries, and I really am impressed with it. This company also comes with another one that is another type of truck, this blue one here, right here. So this is this one right here that we have, and then it has this little blue one, and they both look really fun. As you can see here, it shows you all the pieces that you can take off. I'm really impressed with this toy. I was not expecting it to be this well made. There is no chemical smell. The pieces are very attractive. They're not cheap looking. They definitely look like it could be a well made name brand toy. So I give this toy 5 out of 5 stars. I really am impressed with it. I do recommend it. It is on Amazon. It's called FUNERICA. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced, but I'm guessing it's Fun in America. I'm guessing that's what it's called. They're called, on the box it says removable toys. Let the baby DIY toys. So it's for learning and development. Doesn't really have much on the front. So I don't really know much more about it other than the packaging is quite simple, and if I saw it in a store I would probably pass it up because I wouldn't know anything about it because it's a brand that I haven't heard about. But I really am glad that I was told about this toy because it is definitely something I was quite surprised about. And I'm about to give this to my son tomorrow when he wakes up, and he is going to see this. I'm going to have it already set up for him, and he's going to play with it, and he's going to really enjoy it, I know, because his favorite thing is trucks and cars. And then, of course, his second favorite, he really enjoys anything with dinosaurs or anything like that. But I really do think that this is a great toy. I would suggest probably at least 2.5 years old, probably more on the age 3 and up. But definitely recommend it. Try it out. Thank you so much.